Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Haley and you're watching Between the Pages. I have a book review for you today, and that is Immortal Dark by Tigest Girma, or Tigest. I can't remember how it's pronounced because I listened to the audiobook, but yeah. So we're just gonna fangirl and talk about it. So the main love interest, Susanyos, calls her Little Bird, which I love. I love when there's a cute little kind of patronizing nickname. But yeah, I love that he calls her Little Bird. And it stems from, like, she gets to Uxley, or Uxley, however you pronounce it. Again, I can't remember. It's been a little while since I've listened to the audiobook. And a bird falls out of a nest, and she kind of, like, picks it up. And she kind of inadvertently ends up killing the bird. So he ends up calling her Little Bird. And, like, she has no idea who Susanyos is at this time. But, yeah, I like that. I was kind of surprised that they introduced, I think it's Raymond, I think is how they pronounced it. Again, this is like one of those fantasy books that has hard to pronounce names unless you've listened to an audiobook or someone pronounce it for you. So I think it's Raymond. It might be Ramen, but I'm pretty sure it's Raymond, which is the heir to one of the other houses, or should be heir to one of the other houses. And she just, like, dies, and I'm like, so she's just dead now. Oh, okay, we're not bringing her back. Okay, good to know. Because a lot of times I go in, because I guess this is a Sarah J. Maas thing, that she has a problem with killing her characters and leaving them dead. So when I come across a book where a character dies and doesn't come back, it's very odd and off-putting for me. But definitely go into this book knowing that no one is safe. Like, no one is safe. Like, some of my favorite characters are either dead, one's on his way to be a vampire, and one of them is, like, totally out of his mind. So, yeah, just know going in that nobody is safe. Do not get attached to anybody. I see the comparisons to The Cruel Prince now, because when I first started reading it, I was like, I don't see how this is The Cruel Prince. Because it was like The Cruel Prince meets some other vampire book. I don't want to say Twilight. I don't think it's Twilight. It was a different book. But yeah, I was basically marketed as, like, The Cruel Prince meets this other book that I can't remember the name of now. And I was like, I don't really see the comparison. I mean, I guess, because, like, Jude and Carden are always talking about, like, killing each other. And so I guess I kind of see that comparison, because Susanyos and Kidon are kind of, like, always at each other's throats. So I guess I kind of see that comparison with, like, the characters. But also, Kidon cannot stop entering places she shouldn't. Kind of like Jude. Jude does that multiple times in the Folk of the Air trilogy. She just, like, gets herself into situations that I'm like, you are dumb. You are stupid. What the fuck are you doing? So I do kind of see that comparison with her and Jude, where it's like, girl, you should not be doing this. Like, you have been told to stay out of this place. Like, you have been told to, like, stay out of Susanyos' room. And, like, you're going to go and do it anyway? Okay. It's your funeral, girl. Taj, which is Susanyos' like best friend and kind of like his second in command. He reminds me a lot of Helion from ACOTAR. Again, I'm going to compare every book and every character to ACOTAR characters because obviously I like me some Sarah J. Maas. So sorry if that annoys you. If you're here, if you're like a regular viewer, then you know. But if you're new, I do that a lot. Again, sorry if that annoys you. But he reminds me so much of Helion. I guess it's because I really like Helion in ACOTAR. So I want to see more of him. And I can't wait to see more of Taj in further books. I think it's just, I want to say it's going to be a trilogy, but right now it's just a duology. The second one is called Eternal Ruin. I have not purchased it yet. One, because I don't know when I'm going to read the sequel. And two, I don't know if Alcrate's going to do a matching cover. So instead of it biting me in the ass, like Kiss and Fallen, The Fallen and the Kiss of Dusk. Yes, that is the title of the next Crowns of Nyaxia series book. But yeah. So I haven't bought the sequel. I may, but I don't know because I don't want to waste my money. and then I'll release a matching sequel, and now I have 2 copies of the same book. The plot is very windy, which I was warned going in. I watched a couple of reviews that were like non-spoilery for this book, and a lot of people were like, it's very windy, it's very like there's lots of twists and turns. It's very much like for 20 pages, you kind of forget that there's a plot, and it's mainly just focused on Kidon and Susenyos's sort of antagonistic relationship with each other, and then you're like, oh yeah, we're supposed to be doing this. So I was kind of prepared for that, but it still kind of annoyed me, and I know that's why a lot of people have DNF'd this book, because they're like, can we get on with the plot, please? I didn't mind that, because I really like Kidon and Susenyos and their interactions and things like that. These two are the definition of I could make them worse. Like, they're not trying to fix each other. They're both pretty much like encouraging each other's bloodlust, kind of like Aurea and Rayan from Crowns of Nyaxia, another one of my favorite romantasy series that I compare everything to. So again, sorry if that annoys you. But yeah, I really, really, really love that dynamic. I'm like, yes, make each other worse and encourage each other's like worst traits. I love that in books. And then also there's a twist with GK, which is one of Kidon's like classmates, and I was like, this is just like Locke all over again. Like the betrayal of Jude by Locke in The Cruel Prince reminded me a lot of GK's betrayal that happens in this book. I'm not going to go into details, just know that there is a betrayal by a character named GK. And so, yeah. And then, like I said, no one is safe. No one is safe in this book. So, again, just know that going in. I am stoked for the sequel. And it's mainly because, like, so there's a story that Susenyos, like, loves, and it's called The Mad Lovers. And it basically tells you, like, exactly what's going to happen at the end of this book if you're, like, paying attention. It's one of those that's, like, a book inside a book. And if you pay attention to the things that are mentioned in that book, inside the book, then you know what's going to happen in the end. So I am really curious to see, because I know how The Mad Lovers ends, and I want to see how this plays out. So I am super interested in the sequel. Again, don't know when I'm going to get to it. I will eventually. But yeah, that was my review for Immortal Dark, and I will see you guys later. Bye!